turn the music off.
Hey everybody, we are hopping on tonight, Monday night. Got something super serious to talk about.
Yes.
So we are going to be talking tonight about calling it quits.
Calling it quits.
Yep.
I mean, it's been 2 decades, but Blair and I are calling it quits. Had enough.
Calling it quits.
Had enough of the pain. We're worn out. We're tired.
Exhausted.
Exhausted. Mentally.
Yep. Absolutely. So that's it. We've had it. We're no longer standing by. The big announcement is here. We're no longer standing by and watching our friends break up, watching people in unhappy marriages, divorce, all those horrible things. We are just flat out done. We're tired of watching people not have fun anymore.
Yeah, we've got a passion for it, a calling, just to share some of our secrets. We've been through
some really tough times, ups, downs, you name it. We'd probably be, we've been there, done that. So we're taking that D word, the big D word, off the table.
It's off the table.
Yep, and during all that time, that's what we do. We took the D word off the table. We were committed to love each other and get through the struggles. So tonight, we're going to be sharing. I know you guys are popping on. You're like, what? Calling it quits? We're calling it quits to watching all these people have unhappy marriages. And we're going to share with you guys the 5 tips that truly helped us while we were going through those major trauma times. So if you've ever been through trauma in your relationship, horrible losses, addiction, like you name it, we're going to kind of go through the top 5 things, right, that really helped us.
So we're calling it quits because we're going to be proactive. We're going to shout what we've learned from the rooftops, right? There is a reason why we made it. There was a reason why the addiction didn't kill me, why you didn't leave me.
Right.
And we want to share what helped us the most. So if your marriage is awesome right now and everything's going great, celebrate it and then just kind of file these things away in the back of your mind, and then you can use them if pitfalls ever do come up. Then at least you'll have, some things to learn how to deal with it, because we started off awesome.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I mean, on the
never thought
mountaintop,
any of those things were going to happen to us.
Cruising, this is great.
Right.
Loving life, great income, had kids, and what?
That poked me.
It's like stab me in the back. Like what?
That means look at them. All right, so I've seen a lot of you guys. I know. I see a lot of you guys popping on. Alicia, Whitney, hey Darlene, hey Grace. So let us know if you guys are married, if you guys are dating, if you guys are solo, like let us know.
Serious relationship.
These 5 tips that we're going to be sharing with you guys tonight, you can really use in any relationship, but especially with the person that you love the most during those really hard times. There is no reason to call it quits even during the hardest times, because we're going to show you our top 5 tips of things to do during those times. So we're so excited you guys are joining us. Lots of you guys are popping on. I do want to say this. I wish that somebody had shared these tips with me when we were first going through some of those times. Actually, I wish people had shared these tips with me when we were beginning our marriage and everything was picture perfect.
Picture perfect.
Right? I never thought I was going to ever have to use these tips that we're going to be sharing with you guys, but I wish somebody had shared them with me. So if you're thinking of people right now and you're like, man, I know somebody who could really utilize this. I know somebody who just got married. I know somebody who's about to get married. I know somebody who's in the thick of it right now. Hit that share button, but guys, don't just share it. Tell them why. Like, hey guys, I'm watching this tonight. It's going to be 5 tips that are going to help you no matter what conflict you're going through. Like, let them know why, right? Because when you just hit that share button, sometimes people are like, oh, what's she sharing?
Yep.
Right? So I'm excited for you guys to hear these 5 tips tonight, because what you might not know is that depending on what statistic you look at, right? There's a bunch of different kinds out there right now, but it's either 1 in 4 or 2 in 4 people get divorced. So, sometimes it's inevitable. There's things going on. There may be just, a little too much.
This is judgment-free.
This is totally judgment-free. Right?
We're given a roadmap because we've been through miscarriages, financial bankruptcy, emotional bankruptcy. When my wife and family needed me most after the finance, that's when, I got pill addiction and then alcohol. And, that was kind of the, really the low point. And so this is a judgment-free zone. We're not here to judge. We're here to help. we're gonna, hopefully you guys, your friends, the families, the couples, you guys all learn from our failures.
Right.
And I think these will be super helpful.
Right. Yeah, totally. I totally agree with you. This is like our roadmap, guys. These are the things that we've pulled from all different places that truly did help us. And these 5 tips that we're going to be sharing tonight, you guys, aren't just ones that helped us during the hardest of times. They still help us now. Like, let's be honest, right? In marriage, there are fun times and there are tough times. And so these are things that have just really helped us. And then you add kids into the mix. Holy cow. How many of you guys have kids? Pop a comment below, right? Because that just like adds a whole nother craziness to the crazy that's already going on. So we're really excited. And in the simple words of Jerry Maguire, who's coming with me?
Who's coming with me? Dorothy Boyd.
I love that movie. It's like one of my all-time favorite movies. So, all right, we're better together. We're stronger together. And tonight we're excited to share with you guys our top 5 tips.
All right, so since we were in the mountains, everything just happens to pop in my head with mountain analogies. So
I do love the mountains.
I love the mountains too. So I just did top 5 ways to get from the valley to the mountaintop.
Ooh, good
okay.
one. Okay, so how many of you guys have ever been in the valley before? If you've ever been in the valley in any relationship, pop valley in the comments below. Okay, and if you haven't, I am so happy for you, but our kid was just making a face at us. I'm so happy for you, but there will be a time. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Yeah, I agree. So it's disease, traumatic loss, kids.
So many people going through that right now.
Addiction, abuse. I mean, whatever it is, our number one step is to forgive and to agree to move forward.
Right.
So I say forgive, not because it's easy, but because you have to agree to, forgive and then move forward. You commit to each other, and it's not going to be easy. When you had to forgive me, like I knew that you forgave me, but the trust doesn't come right away. Yeah,
I love that that the very first one that we did together was forgive and move forward. It doesn't say forgive and forget.
No way.
Right? Because the honest truth is it takes a very long time to brush that to the back of your mind, and nobody will ever forget. Right? And I actually think that that's important not to forget, because it allows you to continue to move forward and be the best version of yourself, both of you together. But when you forgive somebody, you never truly forget what happened. And so I think it's so important, though, that when you choose to forgive somebody, you move forward. And listen, guys, this is honest talk here. Like when you were going through your crap, it wasn't easy to forgive, right? But we're all human. We all make mistakes. And that was one of the biggest steps for me, was learning that if I'm going to say to you, I forgive you, then I have to move forward. I can't bring it up into your face every single time. I can't throw it into your face every single time that there's an argument or something going on. And I can't use it to my advantage to get my way.
Manipulation.
I sure wish I could sometimes, but it doesn't work like that.
I know. And if you're the one who made the huge mistake, which I was, 2 thumbs and made the mistake, this guy. I had to learn to understand that even though you said you forgave me, it's not all roses, right? I had a long way to walk together. We did counseling. We did a lot of praying together. We did a lot of things and steps. And honestly, it took, it took a while.
Oh, Len just jumped on, and she's a therapist. So Len, know, right? Like totally, you can forgive somebody, but you'll never truly forget. But you have to choose to move forward and not bring it up all the time. So it's a huge one. Number one. But also, guys, this is a huge one for all relationships. Let's be honest, right? There's things that our kids do that hurt us to the core. And you have to be able to forgive and move forward. There are friends that do things to you, and you don't want to just cut people out of your life, especially if they've repented, they've asked you to forgive them, they're really sorry for what they did. You can't just cut family out, cut friends out, cut kids out, right? So you've got to learn. That is one of the biggest skills that I had to learn, was to forgive and move forward.
Right.
So awesome. All
right,
I
don't have anything to add to that.
You don't? Okay.
Well said.
Oh, thanks.
Well said.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, so the second tip that we have is getting in sync with each other and putting your spouse first. All right, so this one is one of my all-time favorites, because again, none of these are easy. So like, I'm gonna keep saying this, and you guys are gonna be like, how many times does Blair say the word? It's not easy. But the reality is that we have so many things pulling us. So First, it's maybe your job, your career. Then it becomes if you have children, your children. But your husband still needs to be first, or your wife still needs to be first. Or if you're in a committed relationship right now, your fiance, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, they need to be first if you're putting 100% into that relationship. And the only way that that can happen, right, is by putting it on the calendar. Okay, I know you guys are all probably laughing right now because Blair loves her calendar, but
I love the calendar too.
I know you do now,
yes,
for sure. But I would love to see on here under the comments how many of you guys have your loved one on the calendar. Like, do you have a committed once a week date night? Do you have time that you see on the calendar you're spending eating dinner together or spending time together? Where is that on your calendar? I would love to see in the comments below, because it is so important that you look at your calendar and you see the things that you love the most, and your spouse should be one of those things.
I agree. We actually have a spot on our calendar to do our calendars.
Yeah.
So that we're two ships passing in the night, no matter what, for all week. We come together for our family nights, but you can't get too far off track from each other if you come back once a week and do those calendars together.
Yeah, that's so true.
And I mean,
and know what's going on in each other's lives.
Yeah, it's been a game changer. So I think that's the foundation right there. It's been a game changer for us, just putting us first. When we're on the same page, we're better together. The family just runs smoother. The unit.
Yes.
Yep.
And I absolutely love the fact that we go away together once a year on a trip. And so that's something that I look forward to. It's on the calendar. I know it's going to happen. It's our trip together, just like date night. I look forward to our date nights once a week. Sometimes it's with other couples. Sometimes it's just the two of us. And so I look forward to those nights, and I know that they're going to happen. So even before we had kids, when it was just the two of us, we still had, like, if the weekends were totally open, right, we would know Friday night was going to be with friends, Saturday night was going to be just the two of us. So it's important to make that time and be committed to each other. And then I love daily reminders, right? So maybe you need to put a reminder on your calendar to reach out and create a date night. Or maybe you put a reminder. I love this. Brian does this for me. He has, like, he'll go into my phone and put things into my calendar so they'll pop up, or he'll write it on my planner and it'll say, like, I love you, or he says something he loves about me on there. And it's super fun and keeps me thinking about him and putting him first.
And it's super easy.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, well, because you're easy to love, but it's super easy. Like, it didn't take a lot of time. To do that.
I thought you meant because it was super easy.
She is easy to love. I'll go with that one. Guys, sometimes you have to learn to just keep your mouth shut. I would have got a lot more credit.
Yeah.
Just been, quieter. So,
I have a really great thing too I want to tell you guys about is we're going to be doing a super fun and I hate to use the word easy, but a 21-day challenge. It's going to start at the beginning of May, but you can be part of this group now, and it'll be 21 days of different fun things to do every single day to just grow your relationship stronger, to have fun again, to smile, do kind things for each other. Mm-hmm. And that's starting in the it's marriage movement. Yeah. We'll drop the link below later. Don't worry, we'll share that with you guys. But that just made me think about it. Like, that's going to have lots of really great ideas and fun things to do.
Simple
21
things.
days worth.
Simple things to get you and your spouse back on the same page. You don't have to come up with the ideas. We came up with them. I'm so excited. We talked to our friends yesterday about it. They were excited. I talked to this guy, at work about it. He's like, oh, that sounds so cool. How can I be a part of it? So grab everyone, all your friends, all your couples' friends, because the more people, the more fun it will be. And I think we can learn from each other, because there are happy couples out there.
So many. Oh my gosh.
There's so many.
Actually, speaking of one, so hi Diane. Remember Diane, our old neighbor in Lake Worth?
Yes?
Yes, she was to the left of us.
Oh, to the left. Yes, Diane. Yes. Hi, Diane.
Yeah. So you guys were one of those couples. Like, you guys had just gotten married. You guys were having so much fun together. There are so many people along the way that I feel like we've watched their marriages, and it's really helped us. And so there is something special about you having fun in your marriage. It excites other people too. So anyways, all right, we're going on to number 3. Sorry.
All right. I'm doing this. Oh, honesty.
I don't know.
Yes, I will, for sure. Honesty. So being the addict in the family, the toughest thing for me to learn and retrain my brain was to be honest, because everything before that had been to sneak pills, to sneak a drink, to how could I get away with what I was doing, right? So if you're hiding anything from your spouse, then your brain is more focused on that and the schemes and the sneaking. I mean, it was awful, awful, awful now looking back on it. So I had to retrain my brain, and the only way that I could do it was just be a complete open book, just complete honesty. And, you know, once I did that, it's liberating. It's super uncomfortable at first, but when things just flow freely, I think, now we have boundaries. We're not totally honest about everything.
Oh, like not being rude about
Not
things.
rude. Well, yes, that's what I meant. Yeah, not being rude.
I was thinking also like, okay, ladies, this one's for you. Which is sometimes we withhold things because it's easier than having to have the conversation, right? Or waiting till the last second to tell your husband you're going out for girls' night or things like that. You have to make sure that you're being 100% honest the whole way through, because that is also part of honesty. So you've got to make sure that you're keeping those doors of communication open, that you're talking, that there's no secrets.
No, there's no secrets. And if something bothers you, ladies, please tell us, because more than likely we don't have a clue.
They are not mind readers.
Not mind readers.
We sure wish they were, but they are not.
I'm glad I can't read your mind. I
That's
just like
probably
what
true,
the filter's
actually.
good. You just tell me what I want to hear when I want to hear
How
it.
many of you are
the
glad
rest of it,
that
deal with it.
nobody can read your mind?
I mean, me.
Right?
Seriously.
Drop a comment below.
Oh my goodness.
It's hilarious. All
So right. But honesty environment, it's totally liberating. Sorry.
Right, I agree. Liberating.
Free at last.
Free at last.
Oh, I thought
right?
a flag was gonna like an American flag, like freedom or something. Okay. I don't see I see all those things popping up.
Yeah, those are like, okay, so people can do smiley faces and hearts. You guys, throw Ryan some love. He hasn't seen those yet.
Can you see
Pop up the little things.
Is there an American flag that you guys get freedom?
It's like a smiley face or hi, Jackie.
Oh, okay.
It's a smiley face or a heart, things like that.
All right.
Can pop up. Oh, look, see, one just popped up. That's a heart. They gave you some
awesome.
love. Look,
hey,
love.
fireworks! I love it.
No, they're not fireworks.
Oh.
All right, you guys, we'll teach them that. That was awesome. Okay, so first one was forgive, and move forward. Second one was put your spouse first. Third one was tell the truth. Number 4.
Number 4.
This is my favorite. I'll start. Build up, affirm, and encourage your spouse. So this one is a big one, right? Because it is not always the easiest thing to do or remember. And I came from a home where my parents definitely told me they loved me, but like we didn't run around giving each other affirmations and affirming each other, and lots of compliments were not thrown in my house. And so it was something I really had to learn how to do. And also thanking Ryan for the things that like I just thought he should do, right? Because in my house, it was like, here's your chore list. Like, you're expected to do this. And so it was kind of something I had to really learn and teach myself by saying things to you like, wow, Ryan, thank you so much for taking out the trash. So kindergarten teacher tip, Julie Walker, you're going to love this one, right?
Hey,
because really, if you want to see action continue, the positive one, the one that you like, you affirm the positive action. Those of you that are moms, I'm sure you've learned that. Teachers, we always do that, right? We see Johnny walking straight in line, we're like, Johnny, I love how you're walking in line. Do you guys see how Johnny's walking in line? Great job, Johnny. So we're affirming the positive affirmation. And so I will do that like with Ryan, and like probably didn't even realize it, but
I do now.
Now he knows. We're totally open and honest, right?
But it's okay. I still like it.
So I'll say to him, you know, things like, hey, thanks so much for taking out the trash this morning. Or I'll wake up and he's doing the dishwasher. But Ryan, thank you so much for doing the dishwasher. That takes one less thing off my plate today. You know, just saying, or thanks so much for taking the kids today to school. That was super helpful. I really appreciated that. You know, those kind of things are important because it lets the other person know you appreciate them thinking about you and doing things and being an active part of the home.
Totally. And so we wrote build up and affirm and encourage, right? So that was Blair's kind of love language, I think, right there, right? So what I thought of was like, what's amazingly awesome about your spouse? Like when you think about it, you get chill bumps, you get excited, you just can't help but smile. So the things like I wrote Blair's eyes, Blair's smile, like your energy when you walk in the room, and the overall sexiness.
Oh my gosh.
See? Another thing. See, I smile. I just can't contain it inside. I love it. But those words, they mean the world to me. So she'll say, I appreciate you. Like, I don't ever walk by or throw something in the trash now without thinking, like, does it need to go out? So whatever you're doing is working. Treat us like kindergartners. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but don't tell them you're treating them like kindergartners.
I'll keep it a secret.
Right?
I love it.
Right, Dr. Kim? I see you on here, Dr. Kim Hawks, right? Don't tell them you're treating them like children. But it does really work.
We don't mind. That's fine. All right, awesome.
All right, next one is another.
Oh wait, I still have one more.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So all of those things that I just mentioned, kind of like think of something that's amazing about your spouse, and then think, when's the last time you told them?
Ooh, good one.
So when's the last time that you shared it?
That was a good one.
Thanks.
Yeah, so
Should
true.
I end on a high note, like Costanza? I'm out.
Drop the mic.
Drop the mic.
Because that is really true, because how often do we think nice things about, and hey, you know what? I'm going to challenge you ladies, because I think men are way better at complimenting their wives. They know we kind of need it. But how often do you compliment how good your husband looks, or his outfit, or something about his body, right? Or that he's maybe been working out a lot and you notice his muscles are getting bigger. Like, we think those things, but I think women are less likely to say it out loud. So I really challenge you to do that, because
we do like to hear
guys
that.
like to hear it too.
We do totally like to hear that.
That was something you had to teach me in our marriage, that you liked that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because I just thought girls were the only ones that want to compliment.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. No, guys like compliments too. Big thing for me, pet peeve, do not participate in, this is more to guys, but I'm sure girls do it too. Don't participate in the old ball and chain, sarcasm, wife's such a nag, oh, she let you out of the house. Like those
husband bashing. That's what I call it.
Well, yeah, husband bashing, but for me, you know, in the guy circle, it's wife bashing. It's poison. Like, it's poison and it spreads. And if you hear it, just stop it, because that's what's killing the couples, right?
It's so true.
So
because
bad.
what you think about is what grows, guys. It's what grows in your mind. Actually, that leads right into our 5th tip, right? Which is talking about be thankful and have a gratitude journal, because gratitude changes your attitude. And I used to think that was junk. How many of you guys thought that was junk or currently think that's junk? I used to think that was so crazy when people would say things like that to me. But after being and doing did you do that because you saw Dr. Weck?
I did, Monica. I was smiling.
He literally smiled because he saw his dentist's name on
No, because I gave your name to a lady I met in Boca. I said how awesome you were in your office.
All right,
so
she is awesome. So if anybody needs a dentist in South Florida, we have an awesome one. Okay, so
sorry about that.
That was hilarious.
Sidetrack. So I am thankful for my dentist.
Yeah, you should be. So I'm thankful for your dentist. You have great teeth.
Oh, thanks.
So a gratitude journal, being thankful, is really important. And I used to think it was hocus pocus, but now that we've been consistently doing it for almost 4 years, I can see the difference. It changes your attitude. When I'm feeling frustrated, annoyed, or upset about something, I will say gratitude for that person.
How can you be annoyed at me? I don't understand. I don't do anything wrong.
Sometimes, I don't know.
I may be a little slow and spaced out sometimes.
And so instead, I'll think of all the things that I'm grateful for. And, you know, it works really well for kids too. It works really well for work. It works really well for a lot of things, guys.
Everything.
And so that is something that has really helped me. And I think it's so important to make sure that you have a thankful and gratitude journal and that you're writing in there, especially about your spouse.
I agree. 1 year, Blair did 30 days of thankfulness for me. I think it's 2 years, maybe three years ago.
Do every Thanksgiving.
You kind of started, but anyway, she completed it a couple years ago, and it's up on right by my bathroom mirror. And so every morning when I get out of the shower, I see it and I scan just a couple of them and just like saying out loud, "Thank you for it." Every one of them says, "Thank you for, you know, doing this. Thank you for making me do that." It's an amazing way to start the day, and I love it.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah,
so if you want to get more ideas like this, we're going to be doing lots of fun things like that and other things that we've really put together for that 21-day challenge. That's what was popping in my head when you were talking about that.
I'm so excited.
They're going to be fun. They're going to be exciting. It's going to be an energetic and different way to help people to just have fun again in your relationship. I mean, this is supposed to be fun. And you're supposed to love each other and want to wake up every day and share those things with each other. So we are going to make sure we put in the comments below how to get into Marriage Movement. But you could also just pop it into the search bar, I think. Oh, it might be a secret group right now, so maybe not. We'll put the link below. But we want you guys to hop in there and grab some friends and have them join you.
We're going to build a community.
Yeah, we're building this community in April, and in May 1st, we're going to launch 21 days of fun.
Oh, thanks, Jennifer.
To build each other together. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. She and her husband are pretty awesome, too. They do some great stuff for their community and for
Can't wait to see you in the challenge.
Can't wait to see you in the challenge and grab some friends from Ohio with you. And it's just going to be really cool. It's something we're super passionate about and excited. And, oh, really quick. So here's a little bonus tip right now. How about do this? For the next couple days, write down each day 3 things that you're grateful or appreciate about your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your fiance, whoever is that special someone in your life. Write down daily for the next couple days 3 things. And then share it with them.
Right, and just focus on that a couple different times throughout the day, and it warms my heart. Like, it's just kind of like, no matter what's going on, it just makes you feel good. It makes you, changes your lens for the outlook on life. But I am so excited to see how many people we can get, because it's like friends of friends of friends, right? We all know super cool couples that have never met, but we would always want to introduce them from different places and different times in our life, and we can all get together, be stronger, we can be better together.
It should be really fun.
It's going to be fun.
So
we've done it, right?
Yeah,
we did the work.
The 21 days.
We've got the challenges. They are fun, easy.
Sometimes I feel like when we have these notes here, it reminds me of, like, remember the news on Saturday Night Live, and they'd be like, yes, that's how he did it. You did it better.
You just kind of throw them up in the air.
All right, I'm going to work on that.
All right, work on that.
And we're going to drop the marriage movement link in the
who's
comments.
coming with us?
So who's coming with us? We want to know. Who are we going to expect to see in there?
Let's see. I'm going to test Blair, because we are
better together.
Nice.
That's our tagline.
Hashtag it.
Hashtag better together.
Oh, is that the symbol for hashtag?
I don't know. I think so.
Oh, that's pretty close. All right.
We're pretty old.
I hope it's not something bad.
I guess we're going to find out. All right, guys. Can't wait to see who you bring along with you. And hope
share.
Oh, yeah. If you feel like these 5 tips are things that could help somebody else, honestly, they were between counseling, learning, reading books, growing together. I feel like these are the 5 biggest ones.
There's a lot of failing in
there. A lot of failing in between. But hit that share button and tell people why these 5 tips would help them, why they're beneficial, and share it out with people, because our goal is to help people and to help people grow stronger and better relationships through our mistakes, basically.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
20 years, 2 decades, 21 years. All right.
Bye. Good night.
Bye. Thank you. You're welcome.